Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. My name is Akash, and you can follow me on Twitter at Mangyako with the zero at the end. Right, if you click the link in my bio, it's going to take you to my YouTube channel. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button if you enjoy the content that I put out. And if you don't want to miss out on trades at the setups that I'm taking, please make sure to click on the bell icon as well. Right, so again, today's video, the discussion for today is gonna be centered around Bitcoin, mainly because since the last update yesterday, where I kind of discussed the macro outlook, the on-chain metrics, and what you can expect from Bitcoin if certain levels are breached, right? And as you can see here in this video, I am explaining the possibility of Bitcoin heading down to probably 30K and sub 30K levels. Right, and this level over here, which is 34,752, has been an extremely crucial level. So a breach of at least up from here, at least in 2022, mainly because every time we retested the 34,752 level, there has been a massive buying pressure, right? And now that that's broken, I feel like an update here is necessary, and this video is going to be completely a macro outlook for Bitcoin. I'm not going to be providing any setups, but this is extremely important if you want to know when to accumulate and when to like sell your bags and that kind of stuff, right? So let's get right into it. Right, let's head over to the first chart, which is the 3-day chart for Bitcoin USD, and the support level that I am kind of looking at. Right, I'm not sure if I posted this setup on my Twitter account, but as you can see here, the price has finally breached this important level that extends all the way back to August 2018. And now that that's breached, this is the first reason why I'm a little bearish. Uh, right, from the larger outlook, right, in the larger scheme of things, I believe the drop that's happening right now is extremely bullish, and it'll allow you to accumulate a lot before the price actually heads to six digits up here, right? So yeah, this is the first bearish chart that I'm kind of looking at. It's pretty simple. You have a trend line which has been breached, and now you have another support level here at $20,000. But I'm not saying we're going to head down to $20,000, but let me just mark out another support level here, which is roughly at 29,424, which kind of makes sense considering the liquidity present here and here. Right, let's move on to the next chart. This is a chart that you guys are familiar with. Right, so as always, the 3-day 200 moving average has been breached, and on top of that, we've also breached the ascending parallel channel. And what's happened since our discussion yesterday is that the price has breached below this important support level here, which is 34,752. Although on the 3-day there is still another 24 hours left, on the 1-day time frame the price has definitely produced a decisive daily candlestick close below this level. For me, I think it's a sign that it's been breached. But for people who kind of looking for a secondary confirmation, you can wait for the 3-day candlestick close as well, right? So it's completely sure that the price is actually going to go lower to 30K. But as I mentioned yesterday, the MicroStrategy average dollar cost average price is around 29.4K. So moving below this would technically trigger a margin call, but then again, MicroStrategy has a lot of uncollateralized Bitcoin in their wallet, so they could use that to prevent a margin call, maybe add more collateral to their loan. So yeah, this is an important level that you should be looking at, which is 30K and sub 30K levels, mainly because of the liquidity resting below these equal lows over here and the swing lows found here in 20 the early 2021 levels. So this is the second chart that I'm concerned about. Let's take a look at the third chart, which is from a weekly time frame perspective. The 50-day and the 21-day weekly 2150 and the 21 weekly moving averages have triggered a bearish crossover on 25th April, somewhere between 22nd and the third week of April, right? And right now the level that I'm looking at is the 200 weekly moving average at $27,000 basically, right? And this level here kind of coincides extremely well with the liquidity level that I'm kind of looking at, just $2,000 difference. So we could perhaps close the candlestick around this level, but it could wick down to $27,000. So yep, this is something to keep your keep your eyes on, right? And the last and the most important chart that I want to discuss with you guys is this chart, right? And there's another indicator missing. Yep. Right. So what's really interesting about this chart is, right, so right now I have the volume profile for 2020 to 22, basically 2020, 2021, and so far anything that's happened for 2022, right? And a visible range extending all the way back to 2019. So what I want to talk about is the volume profile, right, thins out considerably. For 2021, the volume point of control is around 32K, and for 2020 it's around $9,000, right? And as you can see here, the volume profile between 2020 and 2021 thins out considerably. There's not a lot of volume, and the way the price moved up here back in late September 2020 and the early 2021, it's a bad sign. Like, yes, this was good at the time, but it has left a lot of voids here, right? So perhaps if we kind of narrow it out, the first level of support would be around 19K. If we did breach the 30,000 level, right? The first level of support would be here. Clearing these levels could push it all the way down to the end of this void at roughly $11,000, right? This is something that not a lot of people are discussing. Like, yes, there are a lot of influencers posting that the institutions are kind of positioned in the opposite direction, and as the way the retailers are. Like, for example, the retail people are kind of panicking right now, and the institutions are basically buying the dip, is what people are saying, right? So yes, it could be like, but again, the institutions' pockets are pretty deep. So even though they're buying over here right now, they will be buying more if the price heads down here, right? I'm not saying it's gonna head down here, but if and when that happens, there is a good chance institutions are gonna buy. But if for the retail people, for the average person like you and me, obviously we don't have a lot of money, right? So yeah, so the void is an extremely important level here, which extends all the way down to 11.8K. Let's just round it up to 12K, right? So 12K to 29K is an extremely fragile level, and interestingly, right, this particular void coincides pretty well with this. Let me just rearrange the charts. So yep, this is 2019. Right, and if you look at this bearish flag setup here, 52%, kind of put it all the way down to here, right? And technically this setup makes a lot more sense if you're looking at the volume profile stretching all the way back to 2019, because as you can see here, the volume profile kind of shows a really good support at 19K, right? And interestingly enough, the 2020 volume profile also shows a support around $19,000. So honestly, like in my previous videos, I was kind of explaining how a drop to 20K is kind of like far-fetched, but looking at this big picture outlook, I think it makes a lot more sense to me now. Like a 20K wouldn't be surprising, at least that's what I believe. So yep, guys, that is pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to like, head on over to my YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button. If you want to stay updated to the important setups, trade setups that I post, please make sure to click the bell icon as well. You can also follow me on Twitter at Mangekko with a 0 at the end. Have a great day, be safe, and a quick tip: I wouldn't be leverage trading any coins right now, considering the way it's dropping. I think shorting altcoins would be a good way to go, but then again, it's extremely volatile, so don't get caught off guard or get your account chopped. Have a great day. Peace.